What man actually needs is not a tensionless state, but rather the striving and struggling for some goal worthy of him. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. I begin to speak only when I'm certain what I'll say isn't better left unsaid. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself to the choices that are my own. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, "He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would have not mentioned these alone." How does it help to make troubles heavier by bemoaning them? People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Hang on to your youthful enthusiasms. You'll be able to use them better when you're older. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we speak. You could not step twice into the same river. There could be no justice unless there were also injustice, no courage unless there were cowardice, no truth unless there were falsehood. Fate guides the willing, but drags the unwilling. If you accomplish something good with hard work, the labor passes quickly, but the good endures. If you do something shameful in pursuit of pleasure, the pleasure passes quickly, but the shame endures. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. As a Stoic, I must despise injury, or rather, I must not feel it, must not be affected by it, so that it cannot violate the freedom of my soul.